All right, Coach, with finals this week, the guys probably aren't around as much as far as required workouts. But for them, does it, in a way, kind of help them step away for a little bit and refocus heading into this weekend?
Um, yeah, I'm not real sure. I think everyone's different on that standpoint. Some guys to put the bat down for a couple of days, it can always be helpful. For other guys, I'm sure it can be a bit of a stressor for them to know that we've got a big weekend coming up and we've got a weird week of preparation for it. A little bit different than we've had the rest of the season. So I think it goes both ways for different guys, just like just about everything does. But I think all in all, we'll be ready to go this weekend.
Central Michigan this weekend, a team that's kind of struggled out of the gate a little bit, but picking it up as of late. They return a lot of guys from their regular season championship team last year. What kind of team are they, and what will we see from them this weekend?
Central's good, man. They're a very good team, and I know they got off to a slow start this year, but that's not gonna. That's not gotten into my head very much. I know how tough this team is every year, and there's a couple teams in the MAC like that just it really doesn't matter what Central Michigan's record is. They're a really tough, scrappy team. They've been like that every year I've played against them. When I was a player in the MAC, when I was an assistant coach in the MAC, to now, they're a very similar team every year to where they're always they're tough outs at the plate. They always have competitive. To sometimes elite pitching staffs, so it's going to be a challenge this weekend, and I'm excited for it.
6 games left in the regular season. Could you just point out a couple main things that you guys really want to fine-tune heading into the tournament?
Well, I think the biggest thing is our lineup. There's things you can point at and look at our lineup and think that we have a pretty good lineup. I think for the most part, when teams get done playing us, I think they think, man, that's a pretty tough lineup in there. But I still don't think we're getting on base near enough. We hit a bunch of home runs, but we hit a lot of solo home runs. We got to do a better job to a man. That we got 9 guys in the lineup that are fighting like crazy to get on base, and I do think every once in a while we're going to run into some home runs, and it'd be a lot better if those were 3-run home runs than solo shots. So I think that's something that we really need to do a better job with our lineup, is just taking care, make sure every at bat is really important, and our objective in every at bat is to get on base for the guy behind us. And any way we can do that, it needs to be more important for us right now.
We've always talked about the physical tools are there for everything, but is it at this point, is it just mental as far as the approach in the at bats?
I'm sure some of it is mental, but some of it is a physical thing too. Where I think guys get outside themselves a little bit too much in what they're really good at and what their approach needs to be. It's something as simple as if it's an 0-0 count and the pitcher throws one up and in, are you gonna let the pitch hit you, or are you diving out of the way? That's an easy way to get on base for the guy behind you. Sometimes we might be getting out of the way of that pitch or something like that. So and there's a million little things like that are just ways to get on base, and doing a better job in every count of what pitches we're swinging at, and making sure that if we are going to take the bat off our shoulder and we're going to swing it, that the pitcher's going to see one of our best swings. And I think we do an okay job of it, but I think there's no reason why our on-base percentage as a team isn't better, and our batting average as a team isn't better. So I think there's definitely adjustments that need to make both physically and mentally.
With the regular season winding down, there's a lot of guys that kind of haven't been in this situation and might start to feel like a playoff atmosphere these last 6 games. What has to be the message for those young guys?
Well, I'd like to think that we've created enough of that atmosphere already, that I don't think these last 2 weeks are going to freak anybody out or anything like that. I think we've started out really, once conference play started, we've kind of preached that these are the playoffs. We got a long playoff, but these are playoff baseball games, and I do think our approach to the game won't change much just because we're getting down to the last 6 games. I think our guys will be really ready to go. I think they'll be locked in. I especially am excited because we've got a frustrated team right now. We've lost back-to-back weekends, which is something that I think this team is too good to do, and I think they are frustrated right now. And I think that whether it's finals week or whatever, I think we've got a bunch of guys that are itching to get back out on the baseball field and prove to themselves, Miami and the MAC, how good this team is. Thank you.